What's up, everybody? It is a Blue Drake, and today we're going to be talking about a game that I really think has actually been a pretty solid shooter, although it has some rough spots. I think that hopefully this is a game that could maybe take the reign as one of my favorite cooperative survival shooters on the market. And today we're going to be talking about Back 4 Blood and how frantically awesome it is. But before we get into that, I want to talk about today's sponsor, Mech Arena.
Mech Arena is the first ever mobile game to really recreate the experience of playing PC and console shooters with your friends. But this time, it's on mobile. This is a tactical, team-based 5v5 shooter with a perfect balance of casual, pick-up-and-play fun with skill-based competitive play under the hood. In Mech Arena, you can play the way that you want. Personally, I love taking the biggest mechs and loading up on Gatling guns and putting down an overwhelming amount of fire. But how you play is entirely up to you. In Mech Arena, there's an insane amount of depth to your tactics and decisions that'll give you a competitive advantage over the enemy. And combine that with the two awesome new maps that Mech Arena just dropped, along with its first ever battle pass, with a ton of special missions and some insane rewards to win, including new skins and new weapons to play with, in addition to a load of events happening. I don't know what else you'd need to convince you to get into the game today. But I guess if you need that extra nudge, you can use my personal link or the QR code right here to get the Black Carbon skin, 300 A coins, and 50,000 credits to kickstart your game. And if you're quick, you can add me to friends by using my player ID and we can play some matches together. So don't wait around and download Mech Arena for free on Android and iOS right now.
So, Back 4 Blood. One of the reasons I want to talk about this game is because it has mixed reviews on Steam, but I don't really feel like it deserves those reviews. I mean, not in spirit anyways, because I still really want a solid first-person, tactical, zombie-style shooter that, I mean, hey, Back 4 Blood is probably the closest thing on the market that I can get to that right now, other than World War Z. And don't get me wrong, the game World War Z is pretty solid, but I think one of the cool things about Back 4 Blood is it has a way stronger first-person shooter aspect to it that just doesn't feel the same as World War Z. World War Z even came out with their new first-person patch recently, but it's just nowhere near as fun or as good as Back 4 Blood's first-person gameplay is. And I think that's kind of a shame because there's a lot of games like this where you'd expect there to be a lot more on the market and a lot more options on the market of being able to play in crazy frantic modes like this, but unfortunately, other than Left 4 Dead, there's not really anything out there in the modern era, and Left 4 Dead is so old nowadays, I think we're all itching for a modern take on that genre, which Back 4 Blood was, and I still think has the potential to be an incredibly great experience. So, I am interested in knowing what you all think. I mean, is this the kind of game that you really enjoyed? Is this the kind of game that you're really disappointed with? I feel like it came out with fairly favorable reviews, and then over time, it just kind of had the same old problem where people started to realize that the game development studio is just kind of a conglomerate and doesn't really have the long-term care or passion to the project that maybe an indie studio would have. Although, at the same time, I feel like World War Z, while it's been really, really fun, has also had a really awkward development cycle where it started out really, really strong, and then they had a whole bunch of free content updates, and then they released a new standalone game, which is kind of basically just the first game repackaged. It's very odd, and I do still find it really, really confusing how you can't just have game development studios that are excited about making a single game and then standing behind that game for long periods of time. It's actually kind of strange to me. In the game development world, especially the AAA game development world, what happens is you have so much turnover and you have so many people that are actually working on the game behind the scenes that you'll never know the name of, maybe even people that were critical to making a certain project successful that either get laid off or move on, and the studio never lets you know about those things. And I feel like they maybe should. It would almost be like if One Direction had lost a member and everybody was just like, oh, okay, we'll just have another random guy and we'll all act like it's still the same group, but it's really not. And I think that there's a lot of games out there, possibly Back 4 Blood included, which have the same problem, where you'll have these studios that start out really passionate, making something really incredible, but then behind the scenes, a lot of the people that actually worked on making the project incredible either get fired, laid off, get poached, or whatever, and the players don't even know that the people that actually made that game good aren't even there anymore. I think Battlefield 2042 might actually also be a pretty big case of that, and I hope that Back 4 Blood doesn't suffer the same fate. I hope this is something that can follow through. So let me know, what do you think? You think I'm right? Let's see, hold on, I'm going to save my teammate really quick. Do you think I'm wrong? I would love to hear your thoughts. And I'm going to see if I can save my friend. And hopefully not die, but this is actually not looking really good. 1 second. Oh my god, come on. The safe room is like right there. I'm going to beeline it. Come on, give me the safe room. No, this is not happening. Alright, well, I'm dead. Love you!